Yeah, I mean, it didn't look as bad as we felt out there. Again, it goes down to execution. It goes down to eliminating the negative plays, the self penalties, whether that's pre-snap or post-snap. This has kind of been a thing all year. Let me say while I've been here. But it's just doing the little things right, making sure that we're detailed and disciplined in all the little things, the X's and O's, the ins and outs of each and every play, and then make sure we can go out there and execute it.
Is it almost more frustrating to find something late in the game, thinking hey, if we could have had this all game, would have been different?
No, 100%. I mean, you look to find those things that's going to get you in a rhythm, that's going to get you in a flow. When you find that a little late, it's tough. You wish you can go back and do some things, but that's life. Some things you only get one chance at, you only get one shot at. So when that opportunity comes, you got to be able to take advantage of it.
Is there any point in your career that you can equate to what you're going through? Kind of not that you're going through, but that you're experiencing this year in terms of not knowing what you're going to.
No, yeah, 100%. I mean, this is definitely a first for me in my lifetime. Spent all 4 years in high school at the same place, spent all 5 years in college at the same place, and then it's just been a whirlwind. But no, this experience has been great for me, both mentally and physically. It's just exciting for the future, obviously, for this team, for everyone, just to be able to grow, to learn from the mistakes that we made and be able to get better.
I'm sure there's somebody in your life, an agent, a former player, or a player that tells you, hey, this is a business, and you're going to probably realize that sooner rather than later. But is that something that just kind of goes along with this business?
Yeah, that's something that you don't really think about till time comes. Like we say, every single day we come in here and we work our butts off to be the best player we can be, not only for that week, but for that day individually. And like I said, you can only control what you can control. If you control your attitude, your effort every single day to come in to work hard, everything else should take care of itself.
In your time here, what have you seen as far as the team turning the page after every loss, every week, kind of getting ready for the next game?
There's nothing that's hanging around. We usually put that stuff to rest, whether it's Monday after the game. In this case, I came in yesterday and today, putting it to rest. But it's a team that fights, a team that doesn't give up. I'm not gonna say I've been on a team, obviously, because I've only been on 3. But you hear about it of as soon as they figure out they're out of the playoffs, either teams tank or teams give up or whatever it is. That's not this team. We've just found ourselves in unforeseen circumstances that we haven't been able to come out with a W each and every week. But what doesn't change is the work ethic coming in the next day, the work ethic coming in throughout the week of preparing to go out there and win another game, preparing to go out there and play our best football. And that's what this team does really well, is just come back, show up, ready to work.
Are those traits that can transfer, that you can move forward with if you're looking for something positive or something encouraging to build on in the future?
Yeah, those are obviously all positive traits. You never want to focus on negative traits, only the positive. And you just try to, we always say it, bring someone else with you. If you're working on something, have someone else work on something with you. Whatever it is, mentally or physically, whether it's on the field or in the classroom, don't just do it by yourself. Bring someone else with you, and that's not only going to help you, but help the team as well.
It seems like from afar, I don't know the details, I guess, but you and Nate have a pretty good relationship. How important is that for right now, where it's like somebody's hurt, nobody's going to play, like this kind of back and forth situation? How important is that a good relationship?
Yeah, that's huge. Throughout high school and college and in the pros, I've been in competition quarterback rooms, and one of my high school coaches, Dave Nuremberg, he once told us, that the competition brings out the best in everyone, and you got to have healthy competition. That's how I felt like I've been throughout my whole life. I've never made it to where, we were going to walk into work every single day and, you have a disdain or a dislike for the person that you got to sit across from every single week. So I've made it, my pride to just go in there every single day, and it doesn't matter who it is, to be friends with, because I know at the end of the day, he's got my back and I got his. So, we just want to work as one, because like I said, if I'm helping him, he's helping me. That means we're making each other better and helping the team.
You spoke on getting one shot to prove yourself. What would it mean to you to get another opportunity to be able to maybe right some of the things that you did that you want to perfect as an athlete?
Yeah, obviously we know this game isn't going to be perfect. We obviously strive for perfection. For me, it's just going out there and just, making the little things easy. Just going out there, just completing some of those passes. Just being able to, like we said, get in the rhythm, get things going early, put points on the board. I don't know what the exact first half stats were. I know on both sides of the ball, or both sides of the offense for both teams, it wasn't very well. But, You know, when I look at my success, it's not necessarily what I do individually, but what we may do as an offense. And that doesn't even mean, you know, ending in a touchdown, but in that 3rd and 6 on the -45, you know, not taking a sack to, you know, get you out of range or whatever it may be, but, you know, just throwing the ball away on that 3rd and 6 to let AJ go be able to pin him within the 5. So it's little things like that where, you know, it's not necessarily individually, but as a team, you know, we just want to be better at.
Desmond, what do you think maybe has to happen to get Jakobi Meyers more involved coming up? You guys weren't able to really target him until later in the game, around the 3rd quarter. You know, what were the Falcons kind of doing to do that to Jakobi? And
yeah, I mean, like we said, you know, I think the Falcons pretty much played their game. You know, they didn't go double Jakobi or anything like that. Like I said after the game, you know, our focus and main thing was, you know, we wanted to set the tone with the run game. We wanted to get the run game going, set the tone with that, and that was something that we struggled with a little bit. Obviously, then we got into the passing game there, into the 3rd and 4th quarter, you know, being down, figuring that we have to. And, you know, we're able to find them, get them the ball, a couple things. But no, you know, Scott does a great job of being able to scheme things up, getting Jakobi the ball. And then he does a great job by himself just getting open and finishing with catches. You know, the one late in the game where he kind of, I think it was 31, punched it out right there at the end. You know, the ball's here. If the ball's 6 inches outside, Jakobi probably comes down with it. So those are the little things that I look back on is that, you know, oh, I could have done that better. I could have got the ball 6 inches outside, even though it looked like it hit him straight in the face, but on the out route, we want it outside instead of on the body. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that where it takes a catch away from Kobe.
what have you thought of Amir Abdullah lately? You guys found a connection there late in the game, got the touchdown, and he's been playing well the last couple of weeks.
Amir's one of those guys, like I said, who comes in and works every single day. You know, I think he's in year 10, I want to say it is. But no, he came up to us a couple of weeks ago in the team meeting, kind of, or offensive unit, whatever it was, and, you know, he just gave us a message of, you know, you never know when it's going to be your last one. You can't ever take anything for granted. And, you know, he was, you know, kind of out make him feel, but, you know, he's one of those old head moments right there of, you know, just don't take anything for granted. And every time he steps on that field, you know, he plays every play as if it's his last. And you see that out there on Sunday. You see that out there throughout the week. The mental preparation, the physical preparation, you know, he's one of the best.
Desmond, there hasn't been many times this year where the team actually had a chance late in the game to actually go win. What was the mood in the huddle?
I don't know about that. I don't know if we can say that.
Late in the game? Yeah. What was the mood in the huddle at the end of the game?
Yeah, I mean, it was to go win. You know, our defense got a great stop. Obviously, you know, we wish we, you know, didn't have that roughing the passer penalty. You know, that's up in the air and everything. But no, our defense gave us an opportunity to be able to go out there and win the game. You know, we ran a couple 2-minute plays right there, and Tuck did a great job of getting out of bounds, stopping the clock, and it gave us an opportunity. Like I said, there's 10 seconds left on the clock. We were able to get the 2 Hail Mary plays up. You go back and look at that last play. The boys were pretty tired on that one. But no, you know, like I said, at the end of the day, if you have a chance, you have a chance, and that's where we at.
You put those balls, you know, in deliverable places. I was just curious, how do you work on that? How does that on the Hail Mary?
No, most of the Hail Marys, you know, are usually set at the same place. I'll say league round, but, you know, football round, you know, when you got jumpers like that, you know, you want to have one jumper, you know, kind of somewhere in the middle of the end zone around 5 yards, and people kind of just scattered all around. So, you know, it's one of those instances of, you know, for me, you know, you're on the 35 and you think it's a Hail Mary, so you think you got to put everything into it, but in reality, you know, you don't. So it's really just, you know, it's just something, it's just playing catch. Guys are in a spot, you just kind of try to put it in that spot.
How long did it feel like the ball was in the air?
I mean, it actually didn't feel like, you know, it didn't feel like an actual Hail Mary there. And then, like I said, that the very last play, you know, I tried to buy as much time as I could, and when I was about to let the ball go, the boys were about 15 on the 15-yard line. So I was like, if I let this go now, are they going to get there? You know, if I just put a little bit more air on it, if I just bought another second, I think Jakobi gets there and he's able to, you know, jump a little bit higher. Obviously, like I said, he was dog tired, but, you know, I think he's able to make a play on it.
All good, guys?
Thank you.